My dear friend, there are small things in life, things we repeat each morning like an unconscious habit. A slice of toast, a glass of orange juice, a bowl of cereal we think is healthy. We call it breakfast, but for those living with diabetes after 50, breakfast isn't just the first meal of the day. Sometimes it's the first step that sets the tone for your entire health journey, from your blood sugar rhythm to your sleep that night and your energy for life as a whole. I once had a patient, Mrs. Clara, 66 years old. She was very mindful of her lunch and dinner, yet every morning she still felt drained, lightheaded, or tired before noon. We sat down together and took a closer look at her breakfast. And you know what? That quiet, familiar breakfast turned out to be the hidden culprit behind her blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and sleepless nights. I don't share this to make you fearful. I simply hope that from today on, you'll look at breakfast through a different lens, not through calories or dry glycemic index charts, but with understanding and just a little more love for your body. Because I believe this health after 50 doesn't come from big, grand efforts. It comes from the small, consistent choices like the breakfast you quietly place on your table every morning. My dear friend, if I could share only one message with people managing diabetes after 50, it would be this: never underestimate the power of a good breakfast. I've met many people like Mr. George, 70 years old, who lived with great discipline, sleeping on time, exercising daily. But he still frequently felt low energy mid-morning or anxious and restless after eating. When I asked what he usually ate for breakfast, he smiled: just a bowl of cereal with skim milk, simple and quick. The problem was, that simple breakfast caused his blood sugar to spike and crash within 2 hours. You see, for someone over 50 living with diabetes, breakfast isn't just about filling your belly. It's about stability, long-lasting energy, and nourishing your system wisely. So I always remind my patients to keep in mind these three golden principles, simple but powerful enough to transform your energy and blood sugar for the rest of the day. Principle 1, start the day with quality protein. Picture this: your body after a long night's rest is like an engine that's been idling, and now it needs stable fuel to run smoothly. But if you only feed it sugar from juices, white bread, or sugary cereals, it's like pouring gasoline into a car with faulty brakes. Instead, protein is your ally. It helps stabilize blood sugar, keeps you full, longer supports muscles, and reduces sugar cravings mid-morning. A boiled egg, a slice of grilled chicken breast, a spoonful of lentils in your oatmeal, or even unsweetened almond milk blended with chia seeds. Protein doesn't need to be fancy, but when it's present at breakfast, you'll notice energy stays steady, mood feels calmer, and those random sugar cravings fade away. Principle 2, choose real carbohydrates, not white carbs. One of the most unfortunate misunderstandings I see in my diabetic patients is this: they often think whole wheat bread and white bread are basically the same, just different in color. But the real difference lies in how your body processes them. White bread, refined cereals, or white rice all have been stripped of their precious outer layers: fiber, B vitamins, and minerals. When you eat them, your blood sugar spikes quickly and then drops sharply. Not only does this leave you tired, but it sends your insulin into overdrive, forcing your pancreas to work hard to catch up. That's especially dangerous for anyone managing diabetes after 50. So what are real carbs? Oats, quinoa, rye bread, steamed sweet potatoes, brown rice. These are carbs that retain their natural structure, packed with fiber, and digest slowly. A bowl of steel-cut oatmeal with chia seeds and banana slices. A slice of multigrain bread topped with nut butter and cucumber. You're not just eating to be full, you're eating to heal gently and sustainably. Principle 3, don't fear fat, just choose the right kind. For years, fat was wrongly accused of being the enemy. But in truth, healthy fats are one of the most loyal allies for anyone living with diabetes after 50. I remember a patient, Mrs. Helen, 65, who was terrified of fat. She cut out all oils, butter, and nuts from her diet, and always felt hungry within an hour after breakfast. But when we simply added a spoonful of almond butter to her morning meal, something changed. She felt fuller for longer. Her mood was steadier, and her blood sugar no longer spiked and crashed throughout the morning. Healthy fats like those found in avocados, olive oil, nuts, salmon, and chia seeds help slow down sugar absorption, nourish brain cells, and protect heart health. A handful of walnuts in your almond milk, a drizzle of olive oil on your whole grain toast, A few slices of avocado in your morning salad. Fat is not the enemy. When used in moderation, it's the key to unlocking better blood sugar control and living vibrantly after 50. My dear friend, if you can remember just three things every morning, include protein, choose wholesome carbs, add a touch of healthy fat, then I truly believe that you're already treating your body with kindness. I'm not saying you have to change everything starting tomorrow, but I do hope this video helps you look at your breakfast a little differently to see it as more than just toast or a glass of juice. Place in it awareness, love, and a quiet promise to yourself. Each day I will nourish my body with conscious choices. Because living well after 50 doesn't start with a prescription. It starts with your very next breakfast. My dear friend, I understand when we hear healthy eating, it often feels like facing a long list of things to avoid, restrict, or calculate. But today I'm not here to give you complexity. I want to share just three breakfast ideas, simple, affordable, easy to prepare, and most importantly, suitable for those living with diabetes after 50. These meals were tested with real patients, people who used to skip breakfast or just grab coffee on the go. And after making these small changes, they told me, William had no idea just changing breakfast could make the whole morning feel so different. Suggestion one, warm oatmeal with chia seeds and cinnamon. I had a patient, Linda, 62, who used to hate mornings. She told me I never know what to eat, so I usually just have a glass of milk and skip straight to lunch. And as a result, her blood sugar was always swinging unpredictably. Then we tried something simple, a bowl of warm oatmeal. It took her just 10 minutes each morning. A handful of whole oats cooked with water or unsweetened almond milk. A spoonful of chia seeds for fiber and plant protein. A sprinkle of cinnamon, a spice shown to help regulate blood sugar. And if she liked, a few banana slices or a handful of fresh blueberries. The result? After a month, Linda noticed, she stayed full longer. No more shaky hands mid-morning. And most importantly, she started to love breakfast again, like a healthy ritual that gave her joy. Suggestion two, boiled eggs plus whole grain toast plus an avocado. Imagine this, a quiet, peaceful morning. You've boiled 2 eggs the night before, just 10 minutes of prep. You toast a slice of whole grain bread, spread on a bit of mashed avocado, sprinkle some flax seeds and add a few tomato slices. Protein from the eggs, healthy fats from the avocado, fiber from the toast, and most importantly, a breakfast that won't spike and crash your blood sugar. I once recommended this to Mr. Larry, 68 years old, who used to experience hypoglycemia after eating sugary breakfast cereals. Just 2 weeks after making this switch, he told me I feel more balanced. My body doesn't crash like it used to. See, a small change can open the door to a calmer, more focused morning. Suggestion, unsweetened Greek yogurt plus nuts plus berries. Not everyone likes warm meals in the morning. Some people, like Evelyn, 70, just want something cool, light, and easy to eat. I suggested this simple bowl: 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt rich in protein, low in sugar, full of gut-friendly probiotics, a sprinkle of walnuts or sunflower seeds, a small handful of blueberries or sliced strawberries, optional chia seeds, or a dash of cinnamon for extra nutrition. In just one small bowl, you have protein, healthy fats and fiber, refreshing flavors, and most importantly, the quiet joy of doing something kind for your body. My dear friend, I don't expect you to change your entire lifestyle after just one video. I simply hope that tomorrow morning, as you walk into your kitchen, you'll remember the image of a warm bowl of oats, a slice of avocado toast, or a small cup of yogurt with berries and seeds. And you'll choose that meal not just to fill your stomach, but to nourish yourself with intention, understanding, and a little self-love. The ideal breakfast for someone living with diabetes after 50 isn't a luxury. It's simply the act of beginning your day with clarity, care, and deep respect for your health. Dear friend, even though we've just talked about breakfast and shared practical ideas, I know somewhere inside you may still have questions. Maybe you're thinking, I'm diabetic and I have high blood pressure. Can I really eat eggs every day? I don't have time to prepare breakfast. Is there anything quick and still healthy? I'm already 65. Is it too late to make a change? Let me answer these not as a distant doctor, but as someone who has walked alongside many patients for more than 3 decades. Question 1, can I eat eggs every day? A classic question, and I understand the concern. Cholesterol, blood lipids, heart disease risk. These worries are common. But here's the truth. Modern research has shown that for healthy adults, 1 egg a day is perfectly safe. Eggs are a great source of protein, don't raise blood sugar, and help you feel full longer, reducing the urge to snack on sweets later. That said, if you already have heart disease, consult your doctor about the right frequency for you. And most importantly, focus on your overall diet, not just one ingredient. Question 2. I live alone and don't have time. How can I make a healthy breakfast? A patient of mine, Mike 72, had lived alone since his wife passed away. He told me I eat boxed cereal every morning because I don't know how to cook anything else. So we started small, very small, boil eggs ahead of time on weekends, pre-cut fruit and store in the fridge, cook a big pot of oatmeal and portion it out, just reheat in the morning. You don't need to be a chef. You just need to choose one small step and repeat it with kindness toward yourself. Question 3, I've had type 2 diabetes for years. Is it too late to change? I want you to picture this. A garden dried out by too much sun. You water it just a small bucket each day. Nothing changes at first, but after a few weeks, green shoots begin to rise. Your body is like that garden. Even if you're 60, 70, or 75, even if you've had diabetes for years, change is still possible. I've seen patients improve their blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol not through new medications, but by simply eating breakfast regularly and mindfully. So please don't think it's too late. You're alive today and tomorrow can be better if you start today. I'm not here to lecture or demand perfection. I'm simply here to remind you, you deserve to live well, to feel lighter, more whole, even while living with diabetes. A healthy breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a message you send to your body each morning. I still care. I still want better. I still love this life. If you have any other questions about breakfast for people with diabetes after 50, leave a comment below. I read them all, and I'll answer them in the next video. Remember, Graceful Health Journey isn't just a YouTube channel. It's our shared path toward living slower, deeper, and more kindly with ourselves. And that journey begins with something as small as breakfast. Dear friend, when I was a boy, my grandmother would always wake up early. She had no medical degree, didn't read books about nutrition, but every morning she would prepare breakfast with care. A warm bowl of porridge, a glass of warm water, a loving look in her eyes. Now, after over 30 years as a doctor, I've come to understand breakfast isn't just about food. It's a daily ritual of kindness. It's the moment you say to your body, thank you for staying with me this far. I will take better care of you from now on. After 50, life may slow down, but every day is still a chance to begin again. Even if yesterday you skipped breakfast, ate in a rush, or didn't give it a thought, tomorrow morning you still get to choose again. Choose oatmeal over sugary cereal. Choose herbal tea over soda. Choose love over neglect for your own body. I once told a patient, you don't need to change your whole life in one day. You just need to change one morning and repeat it every day. You are not alone on this journey. Here at Graceful Health Journey, we understand you, we walk with you, and we want you to remember. A new day always begins with a beautiful choice. If this video touched you, please leave a comment, share your favorite breakfast, or something you'd like to change. And don't forget to subscribe so that every morning you'll have a companion on your journey toward health and self-kindness after 50. See you same time tomorrow morning. I'm Dr. William Hart, and you, my friend, are walking a path toward living well, living deeply, and living meaningfully after 50.